welcome back to an episode of My Mom's Recipe Box. So today we're going to make a sweet summer treat, and that is an ice cream sandwich. Now, my mom loved sweets, but when she was an adult, she found out that she was a type 2 diabetic. And after that, she was extremely compliant and careful with her diet. She never had to go on medication or anything. She was really, really careful about what she ate. So she came up with some recipes for lower sugar desserts that she could enjoy without having to worry about whether they were going to cause too much of a spike in her blood sugar. So in honor of my mom, today we're going to make an ice cream that does not have any added sugar in it, does not have any dairy in it. I know you're worried now, but it's actually really good. And the cookie that we're going to use for the ice cream sandwich, we've switched out the full sugar, and we're going to use a sugar and stevia blend. So it's not sugar free. And the ice cream actually has some fruit sugar, but we've lightened it up as much as we can while we're keeping the taste really, really delicious. Okay, so we're going to get started on the cookie first, and then we're going to make the ice cream. And before we start with the cookie, preheat the oven to 400 degrees this time. I know normally 350. Today we're going to do 400, and we're going to take our cookie sheet and we're going to get our parchment paper and put it on the cookie sheet. Okay, so let's get started with the cookie. Welcome back. Okay, so now it's time for us to put the cookie batter together. So I've got my KitchenAid here, and what we're going to start with is 2 sticks of butter. The butter's softened up a little bit, not melted, just soft. Okay, we're going to put that in our pan, in our bowl here. Okay, get that little straggler. And then the next thing we're going to put in here is the sugar. Now this is 3/4 cup of a stevia sugar blend. Okay, stevia sugar blends are sweeter than just sugar. Okay, so if you have a recipe that calls for just sugar and you want to lighten it up a little bit, cut the sugar in half if you're using a stevia sugar blend. Okay, so we're going to put that in. Okay, and we're going to pull this down, and we're going to cream the sugar and the butter together until they're light and fluffy. Okay, so the butter and the sugar have been creaming together, and what we're going to add now is the egg. And what I will tell you is, of course, since I broke this into my cup before I put it in, I saw a little piece of eggshell that I got out. So there we're going to add our egg. And we're going to give that a little bit, a minute. And the next thing we're going to add is our vanilla extract. And as you can see, we went and bought a big old honkin' bottle of this because we were running sort of low. You know, we can't have that in this house. There we go. About, I would say, a tablespoon. Now we're going to let this combine, okay? Okay, so the butter, the sugar, the egg, and the vanilla have been mixing together. I'm going to put my splash shield on, and I'm going to start to add the dry ingredients. So what we have here is 2.5 cups of flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on low, and we're just going to start spooning the flour into our wet ingredient. Okay. Just a little bit at a time. Ruby off. Okay guys, so the flour has been incorporated into the batter, and as you can see here, this is a fairly thick dough. And it's, I think, a little bit too thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of milk, okay? And we're just going to put that down in here. I think right about that should be good. Maybe a teensy bit more than 1 tablespoon. I'm going to put the splash guard back on because you just never know. Okay. So let's put this down. Now you don't want to beat this like all day, okay? Because it will get tough. Okay? So now we're going to make cookies. Okay guys, so here's our cookie dough. The cameraman and I both tried it and we decided it was delicious. So I'm going to take my cookie scoop and I'm just going to scoop out some cookies and put them on my baking paper. Now, since we're making ice cream sandwiches, it's kind of important to try and get the cookies to be roughly the same size, okay? I know it's not perfect. And if you didn't want to make the cookies, you know, you could always get some good store-bought cookies that you like. They're not going to be as good as these, but, you know, they'll be okay. The other thing you might try are the slice and bake type cookies, which again, they're okay, but they're not quite as good, and they're full sugar. But you guys, you know, do whatever you want to do. I'm not trying to make this, you know, more difficult, okay? And you know what? It's your house, your kitchen. You can use your fingers as long as you wash your hands, okay? All right, so we've got our cookies and we're gonna put them in the oven and they're gonna go in a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes, okay? But we're gonna keep an eye on them. Okay? Hi guys, welcome back. So it's been 10 minutes and the cookies have been in the oven. They smell fabulous and now they're out of the oven and we have a little problem. So if you want to come over here, cameraman, here's our cookies. Now see, they look beautiful. Golden brown on the bottom, nice on the top, but they didn't spread out. So this is not really going to work for an ice cream sandwich. Although, trust me, they're not going to go to waste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off with my asbestos fingers. And then I'm going to try this again with what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the cookie with the glass. And the reason I'm doing the parchment paper is I don't want the cookie to stick. I don't want the cookie to stick to the glass. That's ridiculous. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna give it a little press. And can anybody tell me what the other problem with doing it this way is? I think I heard it out there. The cookies aren't necessarily going to be the same size, are they? Because I'm not necessarily pressing the exact amount of pressure and the exact amount of time for each cookie. Okay? But you know what? Those look not bad. Remember, we're home cooks, we're home bakers. Nobody's going to judge us on our cookies being the exact same size, and if they do, well, you don't want to be making ice cream sandwiches for those kinds of people anyway. So we're going to put these in the oven another 10 minutes, and we're going to see what we got, okay? Okay, guys, welcome back. So the cookies are done, and they turned out really nice, and they're cooling off right now. And so now it's time for us to make the ice cream. Okay, so we're gonna come over here to the Vitamix, and what I have in here is some frozen bananas and frozen strawberries. Okay, so obviously for this you want to use frozen fruit. So the bananas we had left over, I cut them up and put them in the freezer, and then the strawberries we bought frozen. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna put this in the Vitamix. Now you can use any kind of fruit that you want, any kind of frozen fruit. The reason I like using the banana frozen is because it's going to give the creamy texture to the ice cream, okay? And then what I have here is a can of coconut milk, unsweetened, and I put it in the freezer for a little while to get it cold, okay? So we're going to start with the fruit. Now this is going to get loud, so I apologize in advance. But here we go. So we got that whizzing. We're going to put a little bit of coconut milk in here for some creaminess. Okay. And we're going to mix this up a little bit. Okay, so we've been whizzing this up for a while. I'm just stirring it up at the top to get it all mixed so you can see how nice and thick and creamy it is. Okay guys, so we've finished whizzing up our ice cream and now we are going to taste it. First bite, babe. Here's the bite. Oh, okay, I'll take it. It's sweet, but not too sweet. You really taste the strawberry and the banana. You got that. It's good.
Fruity.
Okay, so we're going to scoop this into our empty Talenti pint. And then when this gets a little bit firmer, we're going to have ice cream sandwiches, guys. Hi guys, welcome back. So the ice cream's been in the freezer setting up and then it got really frozen, so we let it soften up on the counter. And these are our cookies, delicious sugar cookies. And I've taken out some that are, you know, close to being the same size. Okay, they're not, you know, they're not perfect, and that's okay. But they're relatively close to the same size. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our sandwiches together right now. So I've got my strawberry banana. I'll call it a confectionery treat because, you know, it's not technically ice cream. So we're just going to put a scoop on our cookie like so. And then we're going to take our other cookie and just kind of press it down like that. Oh, yum. Let's do another one. Now remember, this isn't ice cream, so it's not, you know, it's not quite as creamy as, say, you know, your Ben & Jerry's or your Talenti gelato or your, you know, $8 a pint frozen, sugar-laden, fat-laden treats, okay? I will tell you that 2 bananas, you know, bananas around here are like 59 cents a pound. 2 bananas and a small bag of frozen strawberries and a little bit of coconut milk made 2 pints of this delicious summertime treat. Okay, so let's make one more. I'm getting 3 ice cream sandwiches and I haven't even used half of the first pint. So this is a pretty economical dessert, I will say. Okay, let's put that on there. If you're dying for creamy, I would just add a little bit more coconut milk in the ice cream creation step. Okay, so there we go. So there you have it. 3 gorgeous, delicious looking ice cream sandwiches. But of course, we're not going to know how delicious they are until we taste them. So that's what we're going to do next. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. So we have made these delicious looking strawberry banana ice cream sandwiches. Okay, and we're going to test them out, which is the best part. Okay. Might be messy. Cheers.
Lulu, just trying to get one. It's a little messy. Very good, though.
It's so good, you guys. Not too sweet. The cookie's nice and soft. And cold on my teeth.
It's a little cold.
But it's really good. It's so refreshing. It's not heavy. It's fruity. I love the banana. It's like my favorite part.
Very fruity.
Here comes Lulu. She's check it out.
Ruby is under the table trying to get some, so we're sort of surrounded by everyone trying to get some. Lulu's photobombing.
Lulu, honey.
No, don't put it closer. No. Lulu. You.
So anyway. that's our video for this week. I hope you make these and I hope you enjoy them. They're really good, and any kind of fruit is going to work for this. If you're not a strawberry fan, find something else. I personally like the banana because it does make this a little creamier, but you can experiment, okay, and see what fruits really work the best for you. So that's our show.
Ruby's right.
I hope you enjoyed it. I also wanted to send a shout out to our last 2 subscribers for helping us get to number 600. We're so excited. Thank you so much for subscribing, everybody. Each and every one of our 600 subscribers. We love you.
Love you.
Please tell your friends.
Tell everybody.
Yeah, tell people you don't even like that much.
Tell your dog. Tell your cats. The whole family.
If you're not a subscriber yet, give it a click.
Do it.
It's right there. Just give it a little click. Give us a like if you liked what you saw. Give us a share. If you ever have any comments, please drop them down below. We answer everything. Okay? We love you. We hope you stay well. We hope you have a great summer, and we hope you try these delicious ice cream sandwiches on My Mom's Recipe Box. Bye bye.
Bye bye.